Father Swink.
And Father Bob Kilner.
So this week we're going to talk about what does it mean to be salt and light. And I'll preach about salt, and Father Bob will, in his homilies, will talk about light. And we're going to go to the greatest scene in Braveheart, the speech.
Sons of Scotland, I am William Wallace.
William Wallace is 7 feet tall.
Yes, I've heard. Kills men by the hundred. And if he were here, he'd consume the English with fireballs from his eyes and bolts of lightning from his arse. I am William Wallace. And I see a whole army of my countrymen here in defiance of tyranny. You've come to fight as free men. And free men you are. What will you do with that freedom? Will you fight?
Right? Against that? No! We will run!
And we will live. Aye. Fight and you may die. Run and you'll live. At least a while. And dying in your beds many years from now, would you be willing to trade all the days from this day to that for one chance, just one chance, to come back here and tell our enemies that they may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom!
Wow, I want to fight now.
Me too.
Okay, so and I think the point of this scene is you see all these men are petrified of doing the right thing, and one guy could change the course of history for Scotland. And what our Lord says in the gospel, and I'll just give one point, and Father Bob, you give a point about light, is he says, you, which means I am, you are, and you out there, we are supposed to be the salt of the earth and light of the world. And one thing about salt is, I'll just say this and more in the homily, is in the time of Christ, salt was a valuable commodity. It was precious. And it's where we get the word salary. And what our Lord is saying is, if we are worth our salt, in other words, if we strive to be the person that God wants us to be, which is namely a saint, and strive for personal holiness, which is indeed difficult, and strive to lead myself, the parish, and you out there, your families, to God, you can change the course of human history. And so there's a lot I can say about this, but maybe, Father Bob, you talk a little bit about light.
Yeah, every Christian can be the light of the world. So I love at the beginning of the speech, someone says, well, I can't be William Wallace. He's not tall enough, right? William Wallace is 7 feet tall, and yes, I've heard, if he were here, he'd consume the English with firebolts from his eyes and lightning bolts from another part of his body. Right. You don't need to be a mythical hero to be the light of the world.
Right.
Every single one of those men can be the light which brings freedom to their country, that which they've longed for so long. And every single Christian can be the light of the world. You don't need to be particularly well-spoken. You don't need to be this, like a demigod among men, right? Just to be a good Christian doing God's will in the midst of the world with the help of his grace.
Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I ask you, are you the salt of the earth and light of the world?